Has one of your cleaning techs or supervisors said the wrong thing to a customer? Maybe, they don't give me enough time. Or, they don't give me decent equipment to work with. Or how about, that's not in the specs. Or that's not my job. By purchasing Consultants in Cleaning's interactive DVD, Customer Relations Training for Supervisors and Cleaning Techs, with Dick Ollek as your leader, your staff will learn what to and what not to say to your customers. So go to www.consultantsincleaning.com, click on the DVD icon, and order this valuable learning tool today. It may just save an account. And by the way, while you're there, check out the other learning opportunities that are available for you and your staff. We'll both be glad you did. Welcome to Tripodcast, episode 343. It's Monday, February 10th, and Dick Ollek asks, what's your policy? You have a new account. Do you have a policy in place to ensure that problems are corrected? Or do you wait for the customer to call and tell you there's a problem? There's a big difference. Let's listen in.
I want to talk with you today. I want to ask the question today of what's your policy? You know, you finally have closed the deal with this prospect that you wanted for a long time, and you've established a startup date. You shake hands with the new customer and tell them, if you ever have any problems, just give me a call. Is that your policy you follow up with when starting a new account? If you have any problems, just give me a call. You know, if you made that comment to me and I was your customer, I'd probably say something like, I hired you to take care of my problems. The reason I called you and allowed you to present a proposal, I don't want any more problems. If I want to have problems, I'll hire my own staff or stay with my current vendor. Now, you're probably saying to me, Dick, I would never say that. Really? There's a vast majority of contractors who do that. BSCs that actually say exactly that or something similar to that every day. In effect, those contractors are expecting their customers to find the problems and call them. Are you one of those? I hope not. If that's the policy, then your customer should probably receive a quality assurance bonus or some kind of a payment for being your QC person. I've talked to many contractors, and in my notes here I put, and I mean many contractors down through the years who have told me of accounts they've lost, and they just couldn't understand why. Their comment usually went something like this: I don't understand. Every time they called with a problem, I took care of it right away. You one of those? How many have you ever heard that? Or have you ever said that? I don't understand why I lost that account. Every time they called, I took care of the problem. See, many contractors don't understand that they should have a quality assurance program in place that the customer doesn't have to call. Now, if you have a quality assurance program in place and the customer is still calling, maybe you need a new policy or a new quality assurance program, or a new person executing the policy, or maybe you need to execute the person that's executing the policy. Many years ago, I heard Tom Peters, one of the pioneers in customer satisfaction and customer relations, make the statement, if you have a quality assurance customer relations department in your company, what are the rest of your people doing? Ever think of that? After hearing that, what I thought was probably one of the most profound statements I've ever heard in my adult business life, I went home, changed our entire policy. He was right. His philosophy is that everyone in our company should be totally focused on providing quality satisfaction, quality performance, customer satisfaction. That includes the cleaner, the supervisor, the manager. If the cleaner's been taught how to do the work correctly and they do a check on their own work every time they complete the shift, should you really need someone to go inspect it again? Let's see. You have the cleaning technician, you have the project supervisor, you have the area supervisor, You have an operations manager to assure quality work, and you still need an inspector or a customer relations representative. I also realize that we all are human and we all make mistakes. And and that happens from time to time. The key here is that we should have a policy in place that the customer is not our QA person. Our comment to the customer went something like this: "Thank you for your business. We're excited to have you on board. With our procedures and policies, it is our intent to perform at the highest level so you can perform at your highest level." Make sense? We also know that people are human and mistakes can be made. In the event that should happen, you can be assured we will do our best to handle it at the fastest and least troublesome way. We just didn't want our customers being our QA person, or to expect that there were going to be problems. Did we ever screw up? Absolutely. But without a company-wide policy embedded in every employee's mind, the screw-ups would have been far more frequent and more severe. Did that make sense? Again, our comment to the customer: with our procedures and policies in place, we intend to perform at the highest level so that you can perform at your highest level. We also know that people are human and mistakes can be made. In the event that happens, you can be assured we will do our best to handle it in the fastest and least troublesome way. So let me ask you, what about you? What's your policy? Do you wait for the customer to call? Or are you proactive with a procedure and policy in place that everyone in the company understands that will minimize mistakes? Is self-inspection of work part of your cleaning program? Should be. So let me know what you think of my comments on this. You can always put the comments, send us your comments. They're always welcome. And if there are ones I don't like, I just won't read them a second time. I'm just kidding. But let us know what you think about this policy, and issue some comments to us, and let us know what you think. Thanks for watching us today.
You've been listening to a Tripodcast, short video and audio presentation about important topics in our industry. If you're a current subscriber to the Tripodcast, thank you. We appreciate it. If you're not yet a subscriber, please check it out. It's free and it's easy. Come to www.tripodcast.com, enter your email address on the right-hand column, and click subscribe. We'll send you out a new Tripodcast every Monday morning.